if you're putting serious money into it, do remember, part of what you put into your money is hours and hours of what you earn from your salary, or hours and hours of what you got from a commission or a business that you've earned money to. And then if you're gonna put that large amount of money to something that you did not understand, something that you don't have conviction in, there's a chance that you may not do well as well. Over the years, I've been teaching people about investing, that I've been saying that you don't need to be an expert to invest, you don't need to be an economist, you don't need to be very, very good in math for you to be able to start investing. Which is true that investing is not as hard as what most people think it is. It's true also that once you start investing, it's passive income. It's something that you allow your assets to somehow give you the ability to earn for you, even if you're doing something else, or even if you're relaxing, or even if you're not doing anything at all. The ability of investing is that you have an asset class that's working hard for you. Investing also is hard work. You need to put in the time also to know what you're getting into. You need to put in the time to know if it's a scam or not. You need to know and have the conviction that if you're putting your money in this asset, regardless if it's stock, regardless if it's crypto, regardless if it's bonds or ETFs or anything else in between, that you know what you're getting into. You know the pros, you know the cons, you know the risks, you know everything else. And when things are scary, when people are scared, when people don't want to invest, you know what you're doing. You know what your strategy is. It's your conviction, your knowledge, and your experience and discipline that will help you. That's something that takes time. That's something that takes determination also for you to be able to do on a regular basis. People need to realize that it's not get rich quick. It's not that you just put in money and magically it will give you returns. Even if you invest in, say, safe investments from bonds, fixed income assets like high yield savings accounts, you still need to know the nooks and crannies of, for example, you invest in digital banks. You need to realize that the APY that they're giving you, it won't be that high forever. That there will come a point in time also that they'll have to reduce it, that they can't give that high amount on a regular period of time. Or if you invest in preferred shares, there could be a possibility also that when you invest in preferred shares, that the company may be financially hit. And as they're financially hit, they may not be able to pay out dividends to you as well. And that's part of the risk of investing. But what's so interesting is that people tend to copy other people's investments because they saw people make money off of this, because they heard it's a good idea, which is a good way to actually start, or which is a good way to actually practice. However, if you're putting serious money into it, do remember, part of what you put into your money is hours and hours of what you earn from your salary, or hours and hours of what you got from a commission or a business that you've earned money to. And then if you're gonna put that large amount of money to something that you did not understand, something that you don't have conviction in, there's a chance that you may not do well as well. The principles of investing is the same as how it is in work. You need to put in the time. You need to put in the skill. You need to put in the effort. You need to actually be good at it. You don't have to be an expert, but at least you need to know what you're getting into. So that's what I want to submit to all of you, that investing it's hard work, but in a way also, you don't have to be an expert to be able to actually do it and execute. What's the amount of hard work that you need to put in to investing? I think it all boils down to actually spending the time to study, spending the time to research. And in 2023, I do believe that we are in the golden era of investing, meaning there's so much resources that's available right now for you if you want to learn more about investing. Unlike before, when I was younger, we had the newspaper, we had libraries, the internet was there already, but especially for local stocks, there wasn't really as much resources out there. Twitter wasn't as robust yet as what we're actually having. Spend a lot of time reading. When I started out, I was reading financial statements. It's not the sexiest thing to do, but that's what Warren Buffett did. I don't plan to be like Warren Buffett, but I plan to know more about what I'm investing into. I plan to know more about where I'm putting my money. And if you're investing in the stock market, I do believe spending the time also to know more about the company that you are putting your money into plays a very, very big part in it. I think that's something you really, really need to realize and need to know once you're starting. So when you invest in the company, when you read financial statements, you know how much the company is making. And I think those are very, very essential elements as an investor. Spend the time to be able to learn, spend the time to do the research. And then I've said this also in several videos, just keep on practicing. I guess it helps also if you have like a specific niche or something that you already know more than everyone else. You notice it. if I talk about certain stocks, those are stocks that I generally know. Like for example, for US stocks, I normally talk about tech stocks, but not just tech stocks. I normally talk about tech stocks that are, I guess, wheelhouse of what I've done the most time to research with, like Facebook slash Meta, Google, Apple, Microsoft. So things like that, Tesla. And those are companies that I have full conviction with. Like when Facebook was dropping, Meta dropped to below 100 just a few months ago. And I wasn't scared. I actually thought it was a good time to stack up on Meta at that particular point in time. But that came with conviction. That came with me knowing what the company was as well. And that's what I want to tell you. If you ask me anything about mining, I don't know as much about mining to form an opinion also to be heavily invested on certain companies that are highly connected to mining. Or if you ask me anything about cannabis related stocks, I don't know anything about that because I'm not exposed to that particular industry. You just need to know what industries, what sectors, what specific stocks you want to focus on and spend a lot of time in that. So even in the Philippines, like there's so many conglomerates out there, but if you notice what I've been talking about, it's mostly Ayala Corporation because I know Ayala Corporation very, very well. I know the companies that are inside Ayala Corporation. I know how it's actually run. There are a lot of other good conglomerates also. However, I don't have the time to be able to filter it out also. I don't have the same degree of expertise in the other companies that are inside their conglomerate. So it's nice to niche it out. It's nice to niche down and just to focus on the ones that you know. If you notice it, the general theme in all of this is there's a time element involved that you really have to spend the time to be able to learn. You really have to spend the time to be able to know what you're getting into. And there's no shortcut. What do I mean by this? If you're just starting to invest right now in 2023, that actually means that if you're like an employee, you're just a fresh grad. You're not really that experienced yet. So what does that mean? Don't pressure yourself to perform well in your investments. Don't pressure yourself that you have to earn this much already when you're just starting out. Always remember that it's a marathon, not a sprint. And I know gasgas na yung term na yun. We've heard that so many times, but that's the reality of it. The reality of how things are is you have to look at the long term, not just your time horizon on how you invest, but also your time horizon on how you want to build your skills, how you want to stay in the game. I think that's something that people need to learn over a regular period of time. That it's all about playing the long game, but it's all about playing the long game in terms of how you build your skills, how you research, and how you actually learn as well. So there, I hope you guys got a lot of this. I hope also that I'm not bursting other people's bubbles when it comes to investing. Start investing, you start trying it, you start being better. But you also have to realize and balance it out that it takes a lot of work for you to be good at something. It takes a lot of work for you to be able to excel at something as well. So try, learn, keep on deploying, and then keep on practicing. And don't stop. I think that's one of the most important things. If you want to know more about what I do, I have seminars down below about investing, about the stock market, about fundamental and technical analysis. How are you supposed to pick stocks? How are you supposed to select stocks? How are you supposed to time stocks? All of them are down in the description below. I've also written 5 books about the stock market. You can check it out. It's available via shop. I have hundreds of videos about investing. You can check it out down below as well. And if you found this insightful, appreciate it if you could press the like button. You can subscribe and smash the bell so you get updated every time I come up with new content about investing. So that's it for now. Marvin Germo. I hope this video helps you trade well, trade strong, trade smart. See you all again soon. God bless you all.